this dresser was made by your great grandfather, wasn't it?
Yeah, this is the old dresser that was made by my great grandfather. Okay, the story has it that it was made when he was in his 20s, in his early 20s. He seemed to be the only son of the house that was left behind to look after after his parents, when all the rest of his siblings either got married and went off or immigrated. It was made, especially, you come across a lot of these dressers that are different sizes. This one was made specially to fit in a little alcove in the house. Yeah, normally you had an alcove and you had the open fire, and then you had the offshot where the old grandparents used to be beside the fire. As you can see, this one is of great shape altogether. The only problem is that it's et with woodworm. When it was made at the time, I think myself the only reason that it survived was that when it was made and being used all the time, over the years in the old house with small windows and an open fire, it gathered a fine layer of soot on it. And when we got it, my mother was telling me that it was put back into the back of an ass and cart and brought up to her house. And it took several hard washes to get all the soot off it and come up with the nice grainy finish that you can see here today. When we got it first, you could just drag your nails along the top of it and you'd see all the soot build up under your nails that had built up over the years. But I suppose the soot too had its own uses too in the way it preserved it, because it wasn't, I'd say, until the actual layer of soot had been washed off and cleaned up that the woodworm had moved into it. Up here we can see these straps. These supported different sized plates that sat in like this, and the cups and saucers just sat in underneath them like this. Okay, you'll see the little straps are positioned in different positions. They were mainly to support the different sized plates. The top one up here, there used to be a big oval serving plate, and then you had 3 other fancy plates around it. They were mainly for dinner plates. Then down here, then you had the soup bowls, and you had cups and saucers here. There's an indent here that seemed to have been well used before, so I presume that's where most of the wear occurred with the teapot, hot teapot or thing that was put into it. But down here, then you had the bigger bowls that held eggs and bread or whatever in here. Moving down here into the cupboard, we see the different size shelving units down here. These were mainly used to support big bowls of milk, fresh milk that came after milking. They'd remain in there for a couple of hours and to let the cream set on top. And then the cream was just skimmed off nice and easy and put into an enamel bucket. This cream was later, after a while, when the enamel bucket would be nearly filled, it was churned up and you got some of the finest butter going. And if you thought the butter was nice, you should have tasted the buttermilk. It was even better. And the sourer the buttermilk, the nicer it was. But down here, then we used to have the old bucket that held the cream before churning. And there was different other odds and ends, the bowls and cookeryware that was also sat in there. Over to the far sides then, we used to store homemade jam. This was homemade jam from your apples or blackberries or rhubarb that was made when the season was good, and it was built up here at the sides, different pots would. And it would remain there all through the winter. I think myself the The use of the dresser was also good in the summertime because of the thickness of the timber. You could see it held the coolness of whatever was put in there, and so helped to preserve the milk and not let it go off too fast. This also helped with the preserving of the jam. That's about all I have to say about it now. I hope that's okay for you. Okay.